Welcome to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy DJ KO. K-Jack couldn't be here, so we got an honorary guest today, Miss Andrea Odom. How you doing, ma'am?
Great. Thanks for having me. I'm honored to be filling in.
Hey, perfect. Hey, I thank you for coming in off a busy day. I know you've been busy today. So we're gonna talk about some juicy topics today. So you came just on the right day.
With a cocktail.
Hey, cocktails. I'm drinking water. I'm a natural man.
You're gonna make us look bad.
You know, it might be tequila or vodka, but nah. But anyway, guys, the guys who subscribe to the show, I appreciate you guys for subscribing to the show. Make sure you continue to tell more and more people about it. We have a lot of juicy topics coming up. We have a lot of important guests coming up. A lot of important people in not just in the Houston area, but around the southern hemisphere. Maybe I might get some people in the western and the eastern hemisphere. I don't know. 50 Cent hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he is in town. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, 50.
Most popular newest resident.
That's right.
Right.
So, but today we have a special show today. We have a friend to the show, a podcast friend to the show. We have the Hoe to Husband podcast crew in today. Welcome, guys.
What's up, man? Appreciate you having us on.
We have my man Terry Boyd, and with my man Evan Bailey. What's good?
What's going on, bro?
Man.
Y'all all right?
Yeah.
Y'all good?
Appreciate you inviting me to the show.
Oh man, I've been seeing y'all topics, man. Y'all be having juicy topics, man. I be like, man, I want to chime in, but I really can't chime in because most of that stuff be like juicy. But we're gonna get into that today.
All day.
All right.
So, first question, I want to ask you guys, how the design of the show? How did Hoe to Husband come to form? Well, first, you know what? Let's back up. Where are you from? First of all.
Oh, I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
But I graduated high school, went to the Army for 3 years, and then after that, I went to Southern.
Okay.
So that's
shout out Southern.
That was the route that I took.
I'll give you a little HBCU love.
You didn't go to HBCU?
I said I will give you some because I went to Texas Southern University.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Southern.
Okay. If you didn't go to HBCU, it would have been an issue.
It's too late. I'm here.
No,
right.
Roll with it.
Elvin Bailey from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Born and raised there. Moved here about 6 years ago.
Okay.
Decided to switch careers. I'm actually now an operations manager for St. Luke's Hospital.
Okay.
As well as doing
big money.
Taxes, as well as I got a cleaning business.
Hey.
So yeah, you know,
the grind.
Yeah, so you know, we doing our thing.
Hustler. Here we come. Red rum. Yeah. So guys, how the form of Hoe to Husband podcast? How did that come to form?
Well, I had been doing a podcast prior to that. It was called More Than Love.
Okay.
And that was supposed to be with a chick, but she ended up backing out at the last minute. So it was like pink background and kind of, you know, I was trying to cater to, had a heart on it and all this type of stuff. And so I didn't really feel like that fit my brand or what the message that I wanted to have. And then while I'm contemplating making change, EB reached out to me like, man, we should do a podcast, man. We should keep it real. You know, like
right.
He just kind of
I didn't even know about his podcast.
Okay.
Though. That was crazy.
How long was More to Love in existence before you made the transition?
I have been doing podcasting for about 3-4 years before that. I started off on Blog Talk with an audio podcast, and then the More Than Love podcast, it was a video podcast where we record with a green screen, and you know, my background's TV production, so I had to kind of have that format because of my work schedule. I traveled all the time, so I had to have something that I could do in my hotel room.
I got you.
So the way that we record is very different than how your setup is. We all have green screens and I'll record individually.
Okay.
And then I put it together in the editing.
I got you. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So you guys got together from More to Love. Then EB hit you out. It's like, yo, let's start a podcast. So the first podcast y'all hit, what happened?
Well, the
first
one we did, it happened the week of the Black Lives Matter riots.
Right.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was like, we can't come out talking about.
Oh, y'all had good content.
I mean, that's not our
if you're
topic.
Be true to your brand.
Yeah.
Right.
So we ended up doing a show on interracial dating during the Black.
Oh,
like
which I didn't like personally first started off, but it was okay.
Okay.
But then like the next ones, it just kind of took off, man. We just started having great topics. People was hitting us up. People was interacting, DMing us. Like it was crazy. It just kind of took off from there.
That's dope. And that's dope how y'all got together and y'all came with a plan. Yeah. That's what we trying to, I guess what we're trying to preach now. Black excellence and coming together versus separation. So that was
Gotta
dope.
collab, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have a branding question. You mentioned branding. So how did you go from a name perspective, from More to Love, to Ho to Husband? How did that happen? And I want to hear what the wives think.
Well, well, for one, I thought the name was catchy.
It is.
And it really represents my journey. I was a thought for a long time, and I've been married almost 17 years.
Okay.
So I'm the only married person on the podcast, so I can give
a long time,
various perspectives on different topics. And then with my Instagram page, I interact with so many people that I'm known for talking about, the male perspective on things. So I figured somebody that I know has a similar background, lives a similar lifestyle. Not necessarily hoes, but men that most people would view as husband and father material. I wanted to give that perspective. And then, it's amazing because it's like you never realize how much you learn from being a hoe. You know what I mean? Like all the skills that I got from being a thought.
The skills.
The
whole skill.
Yeah, like to be able to monetize it and turn it into a brand, it's kind of tripped me out.
That's dope. So when you say hoe, the term hoe, whore, whatever, does that resonate with just men, or is that women?
Well, my definition, don't. To me, a hoe is anybody that is sleeping with more than one person at a time, or lives a very promiscuous lifestyle.
Okay.
So some people are more hoish than others.
Well, the question is now, in the age of sexual empowerment, and I think a lot of times, I think as a woman, a hoe is a derogatory term for me. I don't know how men might view it, if they think it's kind of either sometimes a notch or a badge of honor. But I feel like with the sexual empowerment movement, women owning their femininity, and you've got, Savage, and you've got Cardi B, and you've got Megan Thee Stallion, and people are praising that type of open sexual empowerment and gratification. So what do you think about that now that we're in 2021?
Well, Cardi B and all them, it's more of, I think that's more of them being women. They praising women. That's finally on a major platform, being able to do whatever they do and get praised for it. Now, as far as and kids, they just loose right now. Young kids, they see everything. They on YouTube. They on all these different websites. They can see everything. It's crazy because I know a young girl right now, like she's like 12 or 13, never had sex, but she assumes she's bisexual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So but I think that it comes from just being on, watching, being able to see all this stuff on TV and all this. Because now, when I was growing up, I was outside. I was outside in the ditch playing basketball, football, and doing all that kind of stuff. Now, everybody on the internet being able to see everything. You can go watch porn for free, which is crazy. But as far as like our name, I ain't gonna lie, I was crazy about I was surprised about the name, but I was like, fuck it, let's go with it. Because he the married one. I was in a relationship at the time.
Okay.
And then I think Jay was single. I don't know. And then now I'm not married. I'm not in a relationship. Well, I am in a relationship now, but I have a baby on the way with somebody else.
Okay, I was
Congrats.
gonna say, make it plain.
Right. But that's dope. So it's three of y'all, right? Three brothers. So
right. So we have three different kind of lanes. I'm married. I'm a former hoe. And I'm, Terry Deron, I deal with all this relationship stuff.
Okay.
So I got a real pulse on what men are dealing with or talking about, and the mentality of the general women on social media. And so then we got EB, who's still currently dating, on the dating scene and whatnot.
But I was out there a lot.
Coming
up, like partying every night.
Yeah, a lot of women.
I was basically like
he's me before marriage.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? He's me.
But I went
marriage.
longer than him. Okay. And that was the deal. And then honestly, a lot of it, like women, I'm just stating facts.
Okay, go ahead.
Women would throw themselves at me, just being real honest.
Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to sound conceited or nothing like that. So Please, y'all, don't think that.
He's saying
no
hit me up in
judgment.
my DM.
No judgment over
I
here.
mean, I'm just saying. So, you know, I was single. I got hurt and I'll never forget it, in 2004. So, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I cut it all off. The heart just boom. So I would let everybody know that I dated. I didn't want nothing.
Okay.
So I would just date, and that's kind of how I started making money, and then it was the rap after that.
But to say that, like we talked about earlier, millennial relationships now, that's what women are doing. It's like, well, they're embracing their sexuality and saying, okay, you consider me as being a hoe because I'm dressing promiscuously, I'm dressing with little clothes, whatever. And if I want a man, I'm going to date that man. I'm gonna slide in his DMs and ask him for his number. I think I seen something on social media the other day. A lady, she proposed to a man. Like she had the whole like thing, all her friends and family.
I'm not down with that one.
Hey, that's a new day and age though, right? That's what we're going
We
at.
just talked about that on the latest episode. Like that's so weird. Like I can't imagine. Like I was saying, like I would have messed up the proposal. I'd have been like, man, what are you doing, bro? I'm not finna hold my hand out.
I'm different. I'm cool with that shit though. I would have been like,
there you
shit,
go.
what's up?
Let's do it.
Like, what's happening? But I'm like I said, like I love for a woman to like really come at me. I'll be honest. Like I had women really buy me drinks in the club. You know what I'm saying? Or send me drinks like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
There's something wrong with that.
Nothing.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
We actually love that shit, but women don't do it because they scared of rejection.
I don't think.
Well, I will say this: women don't do it because I'm pretty traditional, right? And I'm used to being pursued. I don't do it because I don't have to do that
Andrea,
shit.
you never
All you
buy
gotta
nobody
do is
drinks?
flirt.
But
You never buy a man drinks?
Why would I?
But why not?
Because
I don't have to.
It's a kindly gesture.
Now, I will say this. After we're dating or whatever, you know, I went out with somebody the other night. We were shooting pool. You know, I put my card down and got the drink.
That's
Okay,
totally
that's
different.
That's different, though, but
Okay.
we're already hanging out.
But somebody
know?
that you don't know, you wouldn't send them a drink.
Somebody that you like.
Probably
You're like,
not.
oh, he's
The
sexy.
first time
No,
I had a
probably
woman
not.
do that, I was blown away. I was like, well, damn.
Probably not.
Who
I
is
would
that?
make an interest known.
Like, it made me like, well,
you know,
damn,
you can
who the
look,
fuck
you can
is
make
that?
eye contact, make interest known, but I probably would
Yeah.
not send a drink.
Really? See,
Like women underestimate how effective that is because guys, it's just part of the equation.
Right.
You're gonna get rejected. Every chick ain't gonna like you.
Right.
So from a male perspective, if I can't hit, I hope one of my boys can hit. You know what I mean? Like,
It ain't no fun unless we all get some, right?
Yeah. So you don't like me, I got somebody you will like. You know what I'm saying?
And you do
Like,
understand that girls are the total opposite.
Yeah,
Whoever
yeah.
locked eyes with that dude, he's hers. And nobody else is going to say anything.
Really?
that's crazy.
that is
It's
that happens
crazy.
a
That's what
lot,
he said
man.
this. That's how it should
Girl
be.
code,
But
Am
like-
I right? Am I wrong?
Oh, so hold up. So you
I'm
saying women are territorial?
Not necessarily
yeah.
territorial.
Even if-
we're loyal and respectful. That's not territorial.
But that's crazy because if I let's say it's you and 3 of your other homegirls, I shoot at you, you turn me down, but your homegirl over there want to holler at me, you gonna get mad.
No, I'm not.
Most
but
women
you wanna
do, though.
That? Guys want to do that?
They do because the girl might
But
be.
here's the
we
thing.
never kicked it though.
I feel like I wouldn't get mad. I feel like the person who was the second choice should be mad.
Why?
Why?
Because why? Why would you not want to be the one person that shined out of that pack of people? that
Because
you're like,
what if
I want to talk to you?
what-
If you know you and your clique is fly, why would you be shocked by that?
No, I'm not. But I'm saying the
I mean-
person who got chose next
Well,
or
see-
But that's
third.
but
Well,
that
see,
can
I-
only be because she probably like made sure she flirted, like because a lot of times the chick she'll flirt with the guy.
Now that's true.
Right.
Now that's true. But see, that's the difference. A woman who is not open with her body language and her flirting is not interested in getting to know people. You have
True.
to be open.
Well, I was
You
gonna say,
gotta
a lot of them
respond,
be
you gotta
shy.
Smile,
Like,
you
or-
got to have small talk.
But a lot of women
They
don't.
don't.
So
A lot
do
of
a lot of
women
women do
don't.
that? A lot of women don't even do that.
Most of my friends will, I mean, if my friends are married or single, I'm totally comfortable doing that. But there's a difference in that. If you coming over saying, hey, how you doing? And me being nice and approachable and laughing versus me sending you a drink. There's a big difference.
Yeah, well, you're right. That is a big deal. That takes a lot of courage from the female perspective.
Yeah.
But women don't seem to realize how effective it is because just what he said, how rare it is. Like it's shocking for a man to get a drink.
But what does that mean for you when you say it's shocking? What does that say to you?
it's
Does
very-
that say she wants to hook up with me or she just is
She's
cool
really
and
she's
confident?
interested.
It
She's
means
interested.
she's not going to be playing games. Like because from a male perspective, our interest is already known from the jump.
Right.
He's not going to shoot his shot or hey, how you doing
Right.
if you not smashable already. So you already
Trust
know
me.
he find you sexy or he's attracted to you.
We know from the
Men have
moment
to
we
figure
see
out-
you, we want to smash or not.
Men have to figure out if the feeling is mutual. And then if you a dude that
Just
got
saying.
money, you got to figure out, is she with me because she saw what I drove? Is she
Yeah.
because she
Right.
see my jewels?
Right.
Is she because she she saw my Instagram and she clout chasing? Like, men are the ones that have to actually gather information. Women
be
just
attorneys
choose
when they
from
date
the
somebody.
men
Right.
that like them.
But let's have a conversation about the money thing, because I feel like as a woman, I feel like when guys lead with money
Mm-hmm.
and then they get disappointed when they're like, oh, all she wants me for is my money.
That's
well,
their
what have
problem.
you shown? All you've done is drop drinks, drop this, drop that. You haven't shown any substance.
But if he didn't do that, would you be interested?
Absolutely. Because you have to get to know somebody. Now, do I want somebody
I
who
don't
can
know.
sustain a lifestyle? Absolutely. But I also don't want, if you're going to be my man,
Okay.
do I want you spending $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in Vegas at a club? Hell no. That's stupid.
So if a man,
Let's be practical.
Scenario.
That's what's up.
So if a man is interested, but he's not willing to spend that much money. Say he's a frugal guy. He spends maybe $20. He buys you 2 drinks, but he's interested in you. The first thing you're going to think about is, say, this guy is cheap.
No, I'm not. Not if you don't know me. What investment do you have to spend on me on the very first date?
That's what's up.
And I've had it happen. Everything from somebody sent me a $5 happy hour shot to where I was having dinner by myself at Perry's and somebody was like, your bill is covered.
Really?
Both.
Men do that?
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Girl.
For the single dudes,
Right.
man, it's so many
Stop-
opportunities.
Stop blowing money on chicks, man.
You don't need to.
What? No,
Because you don't
no.
need to. You don't
That's-
need to.
Well,
Terry,
the way that I look at it is like this: living,
Well, you a married man.
just going outside costs money. If me and you going somewhere and we finna have some drinks and we order
Right.
some appetizers and we gonna spend $50, $70, $80 each. So if men are accustomed to spending a reasonable amount of money
Right.
when they go out, adding $30 or $40 to add a cute chick by your side is worth it to me.
That's the cost
Okay.
of the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ordering a
That's not
couple
being
more drinks.
extravagant with money.
But I'm a firm believer of not taking chicks to dinner right on the first date.
Okay.
And we talked about this on my podcast. Take a woman out to a setting where we gonna have drinks and it's gonna be a setting where you don't be sitting down. Now they might have chairs in there, but you rather stand up and
up.
kick it
Okay.
because you'll get the body language from the woman.
Right.
If she's
Absolutely.
interested or not.
Okay.
If she's not interested, she's not gonna be next to you. I promise you,
Right.
she's not gonna be next to you because she don't want to be seen with you.
Depends on where you go.
She's okay
Depends on where
with
you
being
go.
there with you, but
Right.
she's not okay with the fact that y'all looking like y'all together. That I'm telling you, it happens.
Yeah.
9 times
Really?
out of
I will
10.
agree with that.
Yeah.
I will agree
Yes.
with that, but
So
let
why
me
does
say
she
this.
How
agree.
close a woman stands to you, whether she turns towards you or
Yeah.
not,
Well,
like
if
all
you're
that
new-
type of stuff matters.
If you're new, that's too soon for all that, especially if you're somewhere in public.
Not
What
necessarily.
if you have chemistry,
nah,
though?
If you're
chemistry.
feeling somebody,
Chemistry is one
When
thing.
a woman does like you, it's very obvious for those
yeah,
reasons.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand
Eye
that.
contact and everything.
So you mentioned the whole dinner thing, and I think there's a conversation about this about dating. Like if you meet somebody on a dating app. Personally, if I don't know you and your personality is dry as hell, I don't want to sit down at dinner with you for an hour and a half. My
Right.
time is more valuable than this little steak you try and buy. or
You should be.
whatever, right.
I think you should be
There
able to
are
tell
creative
that
ways to
by the
date.
combo, though,
There
right?
is. You should
be able to.
tell that.
If I don't LOL for real in our conversation, then you're not the type of person I'm probably gonna want to kick it with in real life. You know what I mean? Like, because even though I've been married, I've been smashing chicks from college club days. You know what I mean? But it's
Black Planet, huh?
It's the what I was saying earlier. Being a hoe from a male perspective requires skill.
Right.
And it's actually a very simple process. It's the same repetitive process over and over and over again. And the guys that are good at it or perfected have success. And you know what I mean? Like, so what we're talking about, a woman that will do something out the norm, like send a drink, or because what you're trying to do, the guys that have the system that's better at figuring out who like them,
Okay.
those are the ones that are more successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they not wasting their time and energy and drink money, especially when you're on a budget where you can only buy 5 drinks.
Right. Depending where you are, too.
Like, you gotta be
Gotta be a happy hour.
discretionary.
Gotta be a happy
Telling
hour.
you.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
So is this safe to say? So what is the purpose of doing all that? So we talking about dating. What is the ultimate purpose for men and the ultimate purpose for women?
fucking. Let's just be real. Like
I don't think-
most
okay.
of the time, let's be real.
So you
right?
never wanted to get to know her.
let's be real. Depends on the chick.
Okay.
Most guys want to fuck. Let's just be real.
Okay.
Right? We want to smash, and that's our number one goal. But let's be real, men, because you know when you both was when y'all wasn't married.
Right.
If you smash the chick after you
She
came,
gotta go.
that's true too. But after you came, you know if you wanted to smash again, or if you wanted her to stay in the bed, or you wanted her to leave.
Right.
If you wanted her to leave, you wasn't interested. You just wanted to fuck.
Right.
Well, not necessarily that. The way I looked at it is
Unless she was manipulating.
going through that process of seeing somebody, interacting, and ending up fucking. That feels a lot of emotions for a guy's that stroke your ego. That's where you get your swag from. Like all that contributes to you feeling how you feel about yourself, your self-esteem, right? Mm-hmm. As far as whether you want to be with the chick long term or not, that's something you figure out long term on what you experience with her. If your first date, she do something unexpected like offer to pay for dinner, like you're like, damn, man, I went out with old girl, she actually paid for dinner, dog. Mm-hmm. Where it shocked you in a good way.
That's just like sending a drink over to us while we're there. So when women start doing stuff that we not used to, we like,
So that becomes an attraction. If she catches you off guard by a gesture, is that a form of an attraction for a man?
It's for me because women don't do that. Women are very scared of now this is my personal opinion. Women are very scared of rejection. Okay. Because they're not used to getting at a guy or hollering at a guy. We always be the one that's, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, and if
because
the
we
guy
don't have to put ourselves out there as much as y'all do,
and that's true,
based on traditional kind of norms,
and that's true. And I'm very traditional. I'm very old school, to be honest. But again, the way I'm talking, this is back then. Now I'm not Elvin. Right. This is college.
We're not talking about today, guys.
Right.
We're talking about back in the day.
Just so y'all know.
So since you said that back in the day, you mentioned you have a child on the way, right?
I do.
How has, congratulations, by the way.
Congrats.
How has that either changed or humbled you in the hoe to husband transition?
Well, those that don't know, because a lot of people.
That's a good question.
A lot of people.
So EB was like, huh? What? Hold on. I wasn't ready for that one.
I was actually it's crazy because I really wasn't in a lot of relationships, but I actually was in a relationship. We broke up. I met somebody else, and then she ended up getting pregnant, right?
So you're still learning
each other. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I mean, it's cool. It is no big deal, but it's like, knowing that I got a child on the way. This is my first child, by the way. You know what I'm saying? It made me a different person. You know what I'm saying? I was already responsible because I actually just turned 40. People that don't know, I look young, but I just turned 40. So I'm very.
That's black don't
You
crack.
got that just for me, huh? You got that just for me going right.
You know what I'm saying? So so I was already responsible, and that just made me be more responsible because I know I have a daughter on the way. And I'm ready to make sure I'm there for her.
Okay, you just said something else that's gonna make me have a buzz moment question.
What's up?
You have a daughter on the way.
I do. I do.
What will you do as you raise this girl, looking at how you treated all them other daddy's daughters?
Well, he ain't got to worry about that now. He got to wait till she's like 16.
No, we're talking about it now because you're bringing a daughter into the world.
I'm gonna be real. I already know that how I want to raise her. First of all, this social media shit, she can't be on it. That ain't happening.
I don't know about that
right now. That's not realistic.
I know that's not realistic.
Holler at me when she's 12 and all her friends have TikTok. I have a 14-year-old.
You gonna be.
I understand.
But
I don't want her to do that. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, in that YouTube and all that stuff.
By the time your
daughter's
with
all that.
Old enough to be having her own device, it's
gonna be holograms.
Right now, I was gonna say the world that we live in with augmented reality.
Yeah.
She's gonna be asking for glasses and all type of stuff
all day.
So
I know.
So trying to stay ahead of what she can access ain't really.
I mean, it's to a certain age. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. I'm used to being, like I told you, I'm used to being outside. I wasn't introduced to computers and all that kind of shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it was different whenever all that stuff came about. But now, I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta.
So I can
also
start
think
somewhere.
That she's going to have friends.
Yes,
that's true.
That it's like You ain't got no phone. Well, look
at
at my
this.
phone. Look at this.
That's gonna kill you right there
That's
from the peer pressure perspective.
that defeats
I
your
got you.
what
And
you
I'm
just
a whole
said.
Why y'all scaring? Why y'all scaring you
I'm
be
a
like
whole
that? Why y'all
adult,
doing
and I
that?
mean, you see how
They
they
trying
doing me?
to scare you,
I
bro.
ain't trying to scare you. Like I was prepared
It's
because
reality.
I'm a former
Right,
teacher,
right.
so I saw the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade how they transitioned to where they innocent to where they texting about they sexting now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't prevent that because if we had cell
we
phones
was
in
doing
7th and 8th grade, we would have been sexting.
But no,
too.
we was doing it too. We was having sex at 13 and 14.
Yeah,
We-
fingering
it
a
just-
chick. We knew who
You
was
just had to
down
go
for it.
find your magazine in your daddy's
It was
closet.
a lot harder.
Now it's
Yeah.
at your
And
fingertips.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, do y'all both
You-
have daughters?
Yes.
I do. I have a
Okay.
daughter.
So he says that y'all's little girls probably have y'all wrapped around y'all finger so hard.
I am gonna spoil mine.
No.
I already know.
I think
I'm gonna spoil
I'm more of a realist. I know it's going to happen
Real.
because I have
Keep it
one in
real.
high school, one in college. So I was in
It's
college.
gonna happen.
We was in
You
college. We
already
know
know.
what we was doing in college.
all day. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After upscale, what will happen?
Exactly.
After upscale, you already know what's up.
Or the M bar.
Shout out to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, man.
but I don't know, man. But they trying to scare you, brother. Look, my thing
good.
is,
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just asking because I really heard him say that and he beamed with pride. It's a transitional space in your life, so enjoy it. You're going to love it. It's a phenomenal journey. It's rewarding, but at the same time, it's like gut-wrenching. I mean, you'll see. It's an emotional roller coaster being a
We
parent.
gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah, I
That's
wanted
cool.
to reply to something you said. Like, I get asked that all the time, right? Chicks will be in my comments. So, would you tell your daughter that? What would you say if it was your daughter? And I'm like, the rules on how men interact with women don't change just because my daughter start fucking.
Right.
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 So, she's had the opportunity to see how a real man handles a quality woman her whole life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so hopefully she learns from what she's seen and she learns what a quality man looks like. But I can't control if my daughter makes some damn fool decisions when she become an adult.
You did your job. You
You
raised
know
her.
what I mean? Like,
But your example and the example of the men that she's around, and this is what I tell my ex-husband and my boys all the time. My daughter is looking to them to take her cues for what is a normal and healthy relationship. That's what they see. She looks at my dad. She looks at my uncle. She looks at her brothers. She looks at her dad and her grandfathers. And that's what she's going to see. So whether you know it or not, the interactions that you have with your wife, the interactions that you have with your baby's mom, that is what your child is going to base her norm of a relationship on.
That's true.
right. And so she, like, and to that point, my daughter ain't never seen me try to punch my wife or see me threaten my wife or seen none of the chaos that a lot of us experienced growing up. So hopefully she learns that this is what a healthy relationship looks like. That you ain't gonna get along, y'all gonna argue,
Yeah.
y'all gonna have
Right.
disagreements.
Right.
But you know, anytime something come up, mommy and daddy make sure you good. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's ultimately what it's about.
And the thing is, like, you only could do what you could do. You know, you
Right.
raise your kid the best way you know how to raise them, and it's hopefully when they get older, they're gonna make mistakes, but hopefully they make the right decision. So, leading on to this next question. This is a question that some people ask me. I want to know, for as paying for sex is paying for sex is that a violation, or is that something?
Hey,
That's
we just talked about this.
That's a new
I'm going
norm.
to step out of this one. Put my church finger
Well, hold
up.
on. Let's put you in it though.
Yes,
Let's
that's
be
right.
real.
Okay.
Would
We need
you
a
pay
woman's
for
opinion.
sex? Would you pay
Why
for sex?
would you pay for sex?
Why not?
You're a
Why
woman.
do you have to?
Women don't.
Why would that's absurd to me?
They have women that actually pay for sex.
Yeah, but most.
So
women
let's break
would
it
never.
down. We're not just talking about money going directly to the source. We're talking about, it could be indirect money. It could be gas. It could be paying rent.
Sex?
I'm saying
I mean, like,
you paying
okay,
for it.
no, but to me, that is mutual support in a relationship. For example, I cook a lot. If you're
Okay.
my man, I'm gonna cook for you. I'm gonna do your meal preps if you need, whatever. You know, we're gonna go. Let's get healthy together. Let's go.
That's what's up.
That's part of what I do.
Okay.
I don't charge him that in exchange. That is one of my love languages.
You gonna wash his clothes?
I don't have a problem doing that.
You gonna iron his clothes for work?
I don't have a problem doing that either, but he should be also a domesticated guy who should
Right.
be able to do those things. I've raised my boys
Exactly.
to be able
Cut
to
the
cook
grass,
and
do
take
the
care of
outside
themselves.
work, take
All
care of the
that.
car, all
of
that.
it.
Yeah.
So for
That's-
me,
that's what's
he
up.
can do that, but you need to be able to. We should both be able to support each other.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Based off
That's
your
what's up.
strengths and weaknesses, your likes and dislikes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like that's how a normal household functions.
Yeah.
Like I
And
don't
you
like
could be
doing
married-
this, so You
guess
do it.
what? You might cook. Your wife might not like to cook. And if that works for y'all, that's totally okay. So when you're in a partnership, to me, anybody should be able to pull whatever needs to be pulled as long as y'all are okay.
I'm talking about dating now. I'm not talking about in relationships.
Marriage, you're talking about dating.
I'm talking paying for sex when you just meet this person. It's like, yo, look, just forget all the chatter. Let's get to the point.
I'm gonna tell you a story, right? You know, it's called story time. We do this on our show. So I'm in college, right? So I'm not gonna lie, like this was the rags moment. I don't know if you remember rags.
I remember rags. Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Road.
So we used to go tough, right? So this was partying hard, going hard. You know what I'm saying. So I'm literally like I meet this chick, right? So actually it was like 2 or 3 chicks that night. So I'm meeting her. So I chose the chick. This one, cause my partner got on a friend, I got on the one girl. So the one chick, she was all into me, whatever. So of course she wanted to come back with me.
Okay.
So cool. I'm bringing her to my crib. So we in the crib and like, I went and picked up from some fucking way after because she went with her girl, whatever. I don't know. But the drive home was like down in like 15, 20 minutes, right?
I hop on college.
It was somewhere, right?
I hop on college.
So my boy went with her. The other girl, she came with me. So we going to the crib, and next thing you know, she like, yo, like I need like $50 or some shit.
She put you in a dilemma. What you gonna do?
Damn.
I was like,
Wait, this was after y'all were done.
No.
Evening was over. What was she asking for the money for?
She probably need some gas or something.
Cause she knew we was going fuck. I ain't know her. Like she knew we was going fuck, and like we ain't talk about it. But I mean, come on, man. It was after the club.
Obvious. Yeah.
Like she come to my crib, like whatever.
You gonna say
So
yeah.
So no, the fuck I did not, nigga.
You didn't pay for it, man.
Fuck no. Let me tell you something.
So lost right now.
I turned, looked at her, and I was like, "What the fuck I look like? I ain't gotta pay for no pussy."
So depending how bad she was too. So depending how bad she was.
Fuck no. I
You
don't
wouldn't
pay
pay
for
for it?
Jennifer
You
Lopez,
know what?
nigga. Like, nah.
I would have. I can attest to that because the only reason my situation is because I didn't have no choice. You're right.
But she. No, I told her no,
Okay.
and we went. She's still like, nah,
She
I'm still
tested
coming.
you. Oh, she was
She's like, nah, I'm
testing you.
still
Okay.
coming. And I won't fuck. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay. Note
But
to
it
self.
Threw, but I knew,
Low self-esteem. What
but
the
I
hell?
knew after I went and dropped her ass off, like, nah, I ain't fucking with you no more. I don't know what kind of shit you got
You
going
want to
on.
need some money every now and then. Right.
I'm like, what the fuck is
But
that?
men do
You
that though.
literally never talk to her again.
Hell nah.
But you know what? Men do that.
I mean, this was my college days. Yeah, and I was wilding.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
I get it.
even lie to you.
I can understand that
Like-
during like my situation, paying for sex or whatever.
Right.
I was getting out of basic training, and so it was our like getaway weekend type shit. So
Where were you based?
I was in Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Okay, so have you said that out? I feel like men, when they travel internationally, are much more open to paying for sex than they are here. What do y'all
Oh,
think? I
yeah,
hear
Yeah,
the story.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
What makes that so
I
normal?
totally fucking agree with that one.
Okay.
I think.
That's
But you gotta
that's
realize,
expect-
like, I mean, I'm just gonna be. There's some beautiful ass women,
in the world,
There's
right?
some fucking beautiful ass,
And they're
women.
open.
And I've never done it,
Colombia?
but I know a lot of
Dominican Republic?
friends that didn't went
It's in the
whatever,
budget.
and
It's
they
in the
can pay
budget.
$40 for some like you looking like some Kardashians
Right.
or some shit like walking around this
Yeah.
bitch.
Y'all not
Especially-
scared y'all gonna get all dirty and get some shit doing that in another
Use
country?
condoms, baby.
Protection.
But I mean, I never done it. I'm just saying.
He's like, it's what I heard.
They better be using fucking condoms. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
shit.
out of the country, I would expect you to be being.
You in Colombia?
So no, I was in Cartagena and I had gone
Okay.
out, walking back in my hotel room with my girl, and literally I see like all the little train. I was like, okay, I see y'all
$50.
with the brothers. That's what they're doing.
$50.
Gorgeous girls.
You look like
Yeah,
them.
that
Gorgeous girls.
You passed for them though.
I passed. Thank you.
But you gotta pay. You gotta pay. You gotta pay. You know, they extremely poor there in them countries. You know, so
Right.
you gotta.
So American dollars.
you get treated like a king. Like I know guys that are not successful women in America will go to
Right.
DR somewhere to get that
because
experience.
then you're the man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Like see,
Because everybody's the man.
Exactly. Exactly.
here there's levels to it, right? Like, so you got the dude that's rich and famous or some athlete or something like that where he's just gonna get women because of who he is or what he does.
Right.
And so you those are asterisks. You can't really account for those. But the other guys have a pecking order. And based off the women that you are able to attract by being authentic and being real, like if you got a lot of hoes and flex in front, that's one thing. But the dudes that are able to attract very attractive women by being authentic, those are the men that other men respect. And those are the men that my podcast is catered to.
I used to get fucking hated on so goddamn much. Because in college, I didn't go to clubs with niggas. I went to clubs with girls every time, every night. And then, of course, I knew the bartenders, so shit, they was hooking me up with the drinks. And that's how I did it. I hate going out with niggas.
Yeah, that's smart. Right.
I did. So I got a lot of friends, but I just rather go out with girls.
So you mentioned celebrities and you mentioned men with money. Should we talk about Deshaun Watson and how that happened? Is that natural?
Well,
are we doing the happy ending massage thing?
But that ties into what I was talking about earlier. It ties like my situation, I went to a massage parlor too, and happy endings are real. You know, like
are they normal in the United States?
Yes, absolutely.
Period. Okay.
Yes. There are reflexologies everywhere.
A massage parlor.
Because I've never got a happy ending, and I get massages all the time.
It depends on where you at.
At least smile
on where you go.
You ain't got to tell it on camera. It's cool. It's cool.
I got somebody to come to the house for that when I need it. Massage table and everything.
You go to a sports medicine spot, you gonna get an official massage. But if you go to a off the wall,
you see Terry know that shit.
You gonna have the option to get the happy ending.
What's the option?
I mean, the women, y'all. What's the dude name that's on Instagram that all the women going crazy over with the massaging thing?
Vagina massage or something like.
This
or
dude,
they do the
this dude
erotic
like
massage.
This dude literally doing some sexual like massages to women, like on like.
But they still got their panties on.
It barely. Fuck. I guarantee.
Could have a thong on.
You have to go see it. I'm
really?
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you as a woman. I'm just being real. If you go see that, you'll probably get turned on. Like real talk.
Here's the thing. I mean, I will say even when I go to I think there's a difference. When you go to the massage as a woman, I disrobe completely. I don't have my panties on. I don't have my bra on. I'm naked. And that's where I think most massages.
No, this dude literally picking up women.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And like,
he doing that. Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Like it's insane.
Yeah.
So it's
like
almost cheating.
It's like sex without sex.
Sex without the chick that's telling you no, but letting you stay over her crib for 2 hours.
Oh wow, I gotta check that out.
I have seen some clips of that. Now that you say that,
This is one guy.
Let me ask you guys this: what y'all think about open relationships?
about
open relationships?
I don't think most people are built for it.
Because that's the thing now. A lot of people are experiencing with it. A lot of married couples, a lot of people that's been in relationships for a while.
They think they ready for that type of life, but most people are not. It's too much insecurity. Like they'll be mad if you enjoy something more about somebody else, or you think they, like it's too much of that. You worried about, I gotta be your favorite. I gotta be what you like the most. I gotta be, and it's like that ain't realistic.
Well, hold on then. So then now you're contradicting what you said earlier because you said a hoe is defined as somebody who's sleeping with more than one person. So
that's my definition of a hoe.
So all people who are in open relationship, everybody's just hoes.
Yeah, they fit my definition of a hoe.
Okay.
Nah, I disagree with that.
I mean, you ain't gonna get in no
it's
trouble.
It's not for me, but I'm just curious.
You ain't gonna get in no trouble for it, but you gonna.
What if it's
somebody? The reason people are secretive about it. The reason people are secretive about it is because of the stigma or the.
I disagree with his ass a lot.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
Because all right, so
I agree.
Okay, first of all, it's an agreement between two people. Two people saying, okay, this is what we want to do. This is what we agree on at this moment. I feel that I want you to be satisfied, and if another person coming into this party satisfies you, let's do it.
That's cool.
Wait a minute. When you say open, are you talking about open, or are you talking about, hey, baby, you and your friend come on over and let's all do this together?
Well, that's swinger.
That's
the
difference.
That's swing. I'm talking about open, like you're on your own, like you and that person.
Like you just have an agreement where, long as you tell me,
right,
or long as you ain't lying about something,
there are rules.
There's some type of rules in place.
The polyamory.
Okay. I think that's cool in theory because it eliminates a lot of the things that cause monogamous relationships to break up. Like you just wanted some head from that one person at one time. Like if you could do that without having it risk your relationship or having to delete the text and all that, I think most people would be down for it. But the problem is they don't want their partner doing it. You know what I mean? Like
You
most
can't dish it.
people,
You can't take
most
it.
people have a problem. Your girl come home and she didn't gave somebody else head or something.
I want to ask you a question, right? So, would you be okay with giving your man or husband a hall pass at a certain time of year or?
You know, that's a good question, and I am answering it differently now in 2021. I was married, and I've been divorced for a while. So while I was younger and while I was married, I would probably say no.
How long were you married?
I was married for 14 years.
Okay.
So I did 14 years. I've been out on 10, good behavior. So I feel like my thoughts about that type of stuff have evolved significantly because, like you said, if we're all honest, if somebody could come and say, listen, there's this chick at the office who is fucking relentless. She won't let up. We talk, we text, we da-da-da. I'll be like, oh, okay, well, how does she make you feel? That's a conversation I can have now in 2021. 15 years ago, 20, that's not a conversation I would have with my then husband, right?
Right.
Because it's the thing, like, what do you mean I don't satisfy you? What do you mean I'm not? I am aware enough now about everybody has different needs and everybody has different things that push their buttons, right?
Right.
So you choose a partner who pushes the most buttons.
Right.
No one person is going to push every button.
Right.
So how can we as a couple get your buttons pushed? I wouldn't swing. I wouldn't do the open or whatever. But let's at least talk about it. I mean, if you look at somebody, you're like, damn. I'm like, oh, look at her butt. Is it fake? Is it, we can laugh about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now, when I was in my 20s, I probably wasn't secure enough to do that kind of stuff.
So you would give permission to your man if you had a man. You have a man?
I have friends.
A friend. Okay, if you had a man, a serious man.
We putting her on the spot.
Well,
Fuck
Hey,
that.
I'm
Let's
here.
get it.
Let's go. I'm ready. And ain't nobody out there watching gonna have shit to say about it.
Hey,
would
that's what we
you
like.
give him permission if that was the case?
Here's the interesting thing. So I've been in a relationship where we've talked about if we're going to take a break and if we are going to be together, what are our rules, right?
Okay.
So I was in a relationship for a while, and our rule was, listen, you live here, I live here. If we're going to be together and if we decide not to be sexually exclusive, then there's a code word. If we're not any longer sexually exclusive, and you have to let me know and you have to be honest.
Okay.
And that worked.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
But again, we were on a break.
You think he told the truth though?
I don't know.
I don't believe no
All men
nigga.
tell the
I'm
truth.
gonna be.
All the men tell the truth, man. Come on,
That's
man.
a good point, though. I don't know.
I mean,
But you can't. That's something. I think.
Us men have sexual needs,
so
right? So so if I'm gonna be real.
Like what? Like what?
I'm just saying, like if your woman decide not to give you no pussy, are you really gonna sit there and not get no pussy? What you gonna do? Let's be real.
Well, I mean, let's talk about a mature man, and let's talk about...
That has
No,
nothing
no.
to do with
I
being
gotta ask y'all,
mature.
let me ask y'all.
It
That
doesn't.
has nothing
Okay,
to do with
let me
being
ask y'all.
mature.
So you are married, you're married, your wife is in the room, you're married, your wife's not in the room. So if that happens, you have to look at the opportunity cost and what you're giving away in the life that you're trying to build. And I do think it has
But
the
why-
thought to do with a mature man, because that is mature and childish. If somebody tells you no, then
Okay.
you just gonna go stomp on the other side of the room and give
No,
whatever.
not
after
at a particular one time.
After
We talk about
extended period.
Right.
So, but because the question comes now is like, why are you not giving me no pussy?
Well, that's the thing. What broke down?
But
what broke down,
I think
what
a
is-
woman
what are
should
you not
always
feeling?
make sure she please her man. At the end of the
Yes,
day,
but
you
here's
better
the
be
thing.
That's
goddamn
biblical, ain't
mad
it?
and come give me some head or fuck me and then go be mad again.
Later, right? That's biblical
Like,
though.
let's just be real.
And then you gotta look at
It
it.
depends on your chemistry. It
Always
depends on
drain your
chemistry.
man because if you don't drain him, he gonna go
You
somewhere
can
else.
drain
He
him
gonna
and he gonna
stray.
go fuck somebody else
That is true.
anyway.
Yeah,
That is true.
ain't no foolproof
doesn't
way
move
to
me.
Not
That
necessarily.
doesn't move me.
Not
true.
necessarily.
I'm not like, ooh, I better or else he's fuck that. I'm not doing that.
So I think this is what I think.
Stupid.
So what you just said, which made sense, because no matter how much sex you get, you still gonna go get it. It's like
You
it's
either
like
want to do it
It's
or you
still
don't.
the
It's a
desire still
decision.
gonna be there.
it's like a lion.
Because
a
part of
decision.
it is fucking somebody you not supposed to be fucking is very exciting.
that's the
That's
part of
fine.
it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Losing
Like,
your wife and
it's
your
a
family
thrill.
is not exciting.
It's the thrill.
that's where the
That's
Jumping
the
over the
opportunity
cliff
cost.
all day.
That's the opportunity cost.
And then
Losing
boom.
your wife and your family is not exciting. So again, that's a maturity level where you can look at that on a mature level and say, okay, I had that little fun. What was the risk and was
All right,
it worth
all right, hold on.
Well,
they
that-
literally just had a show that they just showed where a guy would not have sex with his wife
yeah.
and I don't.
Oh,
think,
you talking about the African guy? I believe.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think he had sex with her for like what? I don't think it's been like 6 months
6
or
months.
some shit.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that?
I wouldn't. But
That's
here's
crazy.
the thing. But here's the thing. Let's communicate and talk about what got us there. Why are we here? What resentment are you holding on to? What insecurities are we battling?
He didn't have
what got us there.
He didn't have no good explanation from what I saw.
He said
my
work.
thing.
He work a
Yeah.
lot and he
here's
like
what
tired.
I'm
6
saying.
months without no pussy. Like
That's crazy, yo.
You know what I mean? Because-
no way.
like most guys' biggest
right?
issue is being faithful to one woman. You know what I mean? Like that takes conscious effort.
But here's the difference: what men do, and I think what women do. And let's talk about being in a committed relationship, and you have sexual chemistry with somebody, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For women, that's important to have sexual chemistry. It's not just about who you want to smash. I want sexual chemistry. I want somebody I can vibe with.
Does that go away?
I haven't. Let me say this: in my marriage, I feel like it did over time because
Okay.
again, what was that 6-month battle? Where do we draw apart? You're doing kids, you're doing mortgage,
Right.
you're doing all the regular stuff that comes along with daily living.
But isn't that normal, though?
Sexual chemistry, that chemistry happens, but then you also have the thing where you can talk and you can say, "What got us off course? Let's
But-
get back on track."
So isn't that normal though? Like, am I safe to say if you say you've been married for say, like you said, 14 years, real life kicks in.
Yeah.
People evolve, their bodies change, right?
Yeah.
So now that urge and that desire is not the same when you first got married. So is it safe to say, okay, well, I still love this person, I still want to be with this person, I still love my family, but I want sex somewhere else?
That's
Man,
a dilemma,
think-
bro. That's a dilemma.
I think a lot for a man. I think a lot comes with a woman getting comfortable. I don't see you trying to be sexy in front of me no more. I always see you with your bonnet or your shower cap on.
Man, listen,
you ain't
it's
wearing
some of the
you,
best body
you ain't
sex
you
that
ain't wearing
Elvin's done
you
had.
ain't wearing no short shorts in front of me or your underwear out or bending over. Like you know like us men we
that stuff
like
matter.
She's
we
not
like
a freak
to-
no more.
Talk to me when that
Right,
baby is
man.
3.
She's
not a freak
Talk
no
to me when that
we
baby
like
is
to
3.
we
okay?
like to be enticed. I'm sorry. Like
Talk to me when that baby is 3
I like
years
for
old.
I think if whenever because I plan on getting married at one point in life. But when that do happen, I still want my woman to be like flirty and wearing little short shorts or something around me. You know what I'm saying? Like still like
Yeah, that stuff matters.
or whisper in my ear like, "You hard or something?" Like, "What's up?" Like, let's go to the back room or fuck in the bathroom or some shit. You know? Just saying.
You gotta have
Spice it up.
excitement like that because I mean, it's weird that people have sexless marriages. Like you said, they went 6 months without
That's not
sex.
healthy.
That's
Fuck no.
I can't imagine that.
That's not emotionally
I
healthy.
can't do it.
But
Period.
what if that person had like what if one of those persons had an accident, or where they couldn't have sex, or they're
Well, that's different.
I think
You know,
at that
That's
point
different.
you gotta be understanding.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to be with her or whatever. But
so
Friday I'm linking up with such and such.
So we safe to say that sex is 85% of all relationships.
Of course. Sex,
No, it
sex
ain't
and
the
money.
main. It
It's
ain't
no
the
love.
main.
Communication.
Man.
No communication. It's strictly
Communication.
sex.
Listen, y'all, because if
No.
you can't communicate, and if you, that's how you lose sex.
But it is-
That's how you lose trust. That's how you lose everything. It's all based on communication. Honesty, trust, all of that is based on communication.
But
And
isn't
if you
sex
can't
a form of communication?
Like-
It is.
Yeah, but a lot of
Absolutely.
people
But look.
have to be restrictive
Absolutely.
about it because they can't express what really turned them on. They can't express what they really like.
Now
Right,
you hit the
right.
nail on the head. In your relationship, if your wife is like, "Hey, I like feathers," or "I like whips," or "I like whatever," are you willing to explore what makes
Jeez
her
Louise.
happy, and vice versa?
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
just
you
being
gotta
honest.
be. You
Because
gotta be.
guess
What's
what?
wrong with whips and shit,
I'm
man?
just saying, if that's your
but
thing.
Trying to kill
if
each other,
one-
eh?
but it's a problem when
But if that what
one
makes your
person like it
partner
and
happy.
the other person don't. You know what I mean?
Well-
Like that's
But then
and
that's
the person's
communication.
craving it.
But it goes to communication because then you say, you know what? I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but I trust you and I'll try this because I know it makes you happy. That's what a real communication relationship looks like.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Number one, number two reason why people get divorced is money and sex.
That's right.
That's period. That's I know that from my masters.
Or lack of sex. Or lack of sex.
Right.
Because you
Hey,
can have
real
sex, but it could be bad sex.
Terrible bad sex.
Yeah.
So what are your? Since you're a woman, I'm sorry, you're the only woman on here, so I gotta
Hey, you
ask.
see, I don't have a problem talking.
So let's say you meet a guy and you know you like him so much, y'all never had sex, but y'all about to have sex and he got a little penis.
Size matters.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Pause on that. She
Yeah.
thought about
I
it.
was
Like,
saying this, though. I didn't
look.
think about it. I was just quiet to think what I want to say to be recorded and be.
oh, okay.
nah, we gotta keep it real, right?
I'm gonna keep it real. I would have a problem with that. Now, I will say this. I had a situation with a guy, great guy, attractive, financially successful. We have fun. We do nice stuff. Couldn't keep it up.
ED.
Couldn't keep it up. I'm going to give you a try.
Again.
I'm going to give you another try.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to keep acting like your pincushion when you're trying to figure out what the hell it is that you want to do. And here's what I will say.
Damn.
If you were my man,
He should have got that blue pill.
Hold on, let me tell you
Or something.
Listen.
Or that honey in Baton Rouge like they got.
But if you were my man, I'm going to invest. And I'm going to say, hey, look, we got a problem. What are we doing? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do whatever?
Yeah.
Come on,
How we
let's
gonna
figure it
fix
out.
it?
But if I'm just now knowing you, I'm not invested in, we're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not
He
trying
fucked up.
Well, that's
You
probably
gotta fix that, bro. If
So-
you know you got that problem
So-
as a
and
dude,
he had to know. And then the problem is, I'm not used to wearing a condom. Get the fuck out of here with that. What are you talking about?
Right.
No,
All right,
that's not going to
fellas.
work. So small, to answer your question, I haven't had that,
Okay.
but I've had that.
Okay, thanks.
I have
I
a
got
follow up question for that.
Oh, I got one. Ooh, I got something for y'all.
Can
ass.
good
That's
pussy
gonna fuck
eating
over
skills make up for like
No,
a size?
absolutely not.
penetrated. It got to be penetrated.
Cause they be the main one. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, guys. Cause you know how many we used to call guys back in Southern. We used to call them niggas BD reports, right? If those that don't know what BD reports, they mean bad dick report. Everybody knew who had a bad dick report on campus. So, but anyway, fellas. So I know this might. I ain't gay, so I just want to ask this question.
It's all right to being gay if you are.
All right.
It's all right.
But I just saw some shit on it was on Instagram, real talk. So this chick, right? She actually her clitoris was damn near like a finger or something like that. Like
Okay.
The
it's
dude
kinda-
that was
no, not that one, but it was actually like a chick that everybody was glorifying because she can what she did.
Like a hermaphrodite, like she has both
She was
pieces,
both, yeah.
Right.
Oversized clit.
or a part of a piece.
Right. If you met a chick like that,
A chick with a stick.
but technically she don't have a stick. It's kind of like a numb, you know.
It's a baby penis.
with today's day and age, that's a tough situation to be in.
Would you still fuck? That's my question.
Well, I'm a married man, so I don't know.
I
I can't answer
don't
that
have
question.
to deal
God damn it. Y'all,
So
Hey,
I got y'all.
So no, I have a story. I have a story about that. And
that note.
and look, this is a guy that I knew, and this is when I was coaching. So during the coaching clinics, all the guys get around, So the guy was telling the story. He's like, brought a prostitute, brought her back to the room, got in the room, turned all the lights up, and she wanted anal sex. Started giving anal sex.
shit.
So he having anal sex with her. He said he reached around and grabbed a handful of balls. You say what? He said, "Coach, what happened?" I just kept going.
Yo, that's
I can't imagine. That's
that nigga was trying to I'm already in that motherfucking shit. Let me get my nut.
Man, y'all crazy, man.
Oh shit.
man.
Guys, look, this has been fun, and we could go on and on and
All
on about
day.
this, man. Look, Hold a Husband podcast. Where can we find you guys?
We're available on Apple Podcasts. We're
Okay.
available on Google Play. We're also available on Podbean. But if you
Yep.
follow our Instagram page,
Yep.
Hold to
I'm
Husband
gonna follow y'all
Podcast,
right now.
Yeah.
you can access all of our content.
All day, man.
And the handles. What's your handles?
I'm at Terry Deron.
I'm at _Mr. Bailey.
Okay.
So you can catch me on that.
Dope. Andrea, what's your handle?
I am just a busy mom on Instagram.
That's what it is. I'm just. Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's a cute
All
one.
right, that's
That's
what's
dope.
up. I'm about to hit you up.
Slide in her DMs, man. She need a
Yeah,
date,
man.
y'all.
You know
Yeah,
what?
slide in
Fellas,
those joints, man.
get at her.
I have dating is where that's a whole nother episode. Dating in Houston is weird.
Yeah.
Especially being
Are you from
divorced.
here?
I am born and raised. Yep. Dating in Houston is weird.
Yeah, Houston guys are a little different, but
But Houston is full of guys that aren't from here too now, And so the thing is,
melting
because I
pot.
kind of dwell in the city and I don't venture out, Houston is so big, people venture out. So I don't meet people outside of my little bubble, especially in COVID. I've been driving way out to the north side.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
I got you.
Guys, look, man, I appreciate you guys coming on, man. We got to do this again, man.
Oh,
We going
man.
actually, you know what I want to do? I want to do a couples. Well, not even a couple. We could do a couples segment where we have couples of open relationships and not couples for our couples, just couples in random. You know,
Yeah.
I think we should do something like that. We should click up and do
That
something like
shit
that.
sound hot.
That'd be dope.
I like that.
I found y'all. There we go.
So, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in the show. This is your boy DJ KO. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go out there. We on every streaming service. Holla at your boy. Much love. Peace.
Had fun.
Later.
Thanks for having me.